Hi there, my name is Leo MacDonald. I'm a scientist and a high school chemistry teacher in Pennsylvania. I'm here to help you all in the world understand about coronavirus and how to kill coronavirus using chemistry. So I have this paper here from the Journal of Hospital Infection, which goes on to explain proper ways to disinfect hospitals and specifically remove coronaviruses from surfaces using biocidal agents. So I printed this paper out. You can see it's the same paper, and I went through and I annotated and highlighted. And you can see there's highlighting. I went over some specific details, which I'll include as snapshots later. And I went through and analyzed their tables to understand which chemicals work the best and which chemicals are less effective, and then also specific concentrations of the chemicals, as well as analyze some of their discussion and conclusion. So we're looking at our paper from the Journal of Hospital Infections and the list of effective agents for killing coronavirus. So I took out this table and I'm breaking it down in simpler language so that all people can understand which type of chemicals to use. There are three major disinfecting agents that are available to the consumer and that are effective at killing coronavirus. The first one is alcohol. Two major types of alcohol, ethyl alcohol and isopropyl alcohol. Unfortunately, when you go to CVS or any other, most stores, these are sold out already because these are the most common ingredients in hand sanitizers, but we're going to learn today about how to find alcohol even if CVS is sold out. Typically, according to this table, it says you need your alcohol concentration to be at 80% or greater to be most effective. Unfortunately, also, most hand sanitizers are sold at 60%, so they have less efficacy than 80%. And actually, the table goes all the way up to 95%, which is the best efficacy for alcohol. Second major common substance for killing coronavirus is bleach. Bleach is also called sodium hypochlorite with the symbol NaOCl or NaClO, depending on how you prefer to write it. Bleach is available commonly in the grocery store or the laundry supply store, and it's mostly sold at 6% to 8%, depending on whether you get regular or concentrated bleach. Additionally, it's sold at the pool supply store and at the home stores in the pool shock variety, which is at 12%. This paper recommends using bleach at 0.2%. 0.2% is significantly less, so you have to dilute the bleach. I will cover dilution in a moment. The third major ingredient, which works surprisingly well to kill coronavirus, is hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide is highly available, very effective, and very cheap. Both bleach and hydrogen peroxide are not sold out currently, although you will have a hard time finding alcohol. Hydrogen peroxide is primarily sold in the 3% variety, and this paper claims that you should dilute it to 0.5%. We'll cover dilution in a moment. Okay, we're going to cover dilution of chemicals. Chemicals are sold in concentrations listed on their bottle. Bleach and hydrogen peroxide are both sold at concentrations greater than needed to effectively kill the coronavirus. Hydrogen peroxide is sold at 3% by volume. We need to dilute this to 0.5%. That is a 6 times dilution. That means 1 container of hydrogen peroxide will make 6 containers of equal volume of the diluted amount. If you take, for example, A gallon is the amount that is most commonly available for people to dilute into. You would need 22 ounces, which is a 6-fold reduction in concentration. You take the total volume, you divide it by 6, and you get the active ingredient volume. Again, for hydrogen peroxide, it's a 6-fold dilution. For bleach, it's a greater dilution. For bleach, you're diluting it from, example, 8% to 0.2%. So that is, first, a 40-fold dilution. You can think about this as 2 steps. The first step would be 8% to 0.8%, which is a 10-fold dilution. And then 0.8% to 0.2% is dividing by 4, so that's a 4-fold dilution. And 10-fold and 4-fold dilutions combine to make a 40x dilution. So this would mean 1 gallon of bleach would make 40 gallons of dilute bleach cleaning solution, or if you were just making 1 gallon, then you would use 3.2 fluid ounces of bleach. The equation for this is the total volume desired divided by 40 equals the active ingredient volume. If you have bleach that is not 8%, such as 6% or 12%, you need to adjust your math accordingly because your dilution factor will be different to 0.2%. We will now go look at the chemical process of dilution.
Here is the math for several different chlorine bleach dilutions, both to gallon and to a 55-gallon drum. If you found this information useful, please share the video link to your social media. If you want to learn more, please subscribe to my channel. In part 2 of this series, we will show hands-on and practical methods for diluting these effective virus-killing chemicals. Be safe and trust a scientist.